Okay, I'm back with some more collage books. These are fabric covered ones. I decided to make a few fabric covered. I've got a huge amount of batik fabrics in my stash, and I've made ephemera packs for them as well. So I'll just go through very quickly here on what they look like. This is a small one. Let me see, what does it measure? I've lost my paper. This one is 50 pages, 7 1/4 by 4 3/4. So they all have, you know, nice crinkle ribbon closure on them. And there's the fabric front and back. I'll just shove these ones out of the way for a second. So they're all filled with little vintage papers and an eclectic mix of, there's the back inside cover. Isn't that fabric gorgeous? So yeah, I've added, like here's some vintage botanical books from the 50s. You know, we've got Edith Holden magazine pages. You know, these make great backgrounds for doing your collaging, or just, you know, like a diary or collage diary. That's what I've been calling them. Lots of little vintage papers, scrapbook paper, this crochet book, vintage map. I thought a lot of the glue books that, there's a little bag, that everyone's making are hardcover, which are fabulous. I just thought that this was a good way for me to use up some of my fabrics that I've been hoarding, because I hoard so many pretty things and I never get, this one's a pocket at the top, and I never get around to making all of the wonderful things that I want to make, that I've intended to make. I just thought these were a great way to, you know, get some of these pretty things out into the world. So this is the smaller one out of the bunch, but these would be easy to throw in your purse if you're collaging, as opposed to a hardcover. Here's this one here is, this is the big 9x6. No, this one's 9 by 5 3/4, and it has the crinkle ribbon as well. Of course, I've added a lot of crinkle ribbon on here in case, you know, for some reason you want to, you know, use it in another project. But there's the front of that one. These have 3 signatures in them. They're trimmed with sari silk, and they've got lots of like this crazy stitching on them. There's the back of that. Inside, lots of, you know, nice big pages. And this one, some blank pages, gorgeous magazine pages, botanical pages. I have these old readers, or no, not Reader's Digest, these old encyclopedias from, gosh, early 50s, and I just thought they went really well in here. I have to check out my video of the Reader's Digest that I've upcycled as well. So these make great backgrounds for collaging. See, I could even turn this into a journal myself, because I mean, a lot of people with the glue books just, you know, like they like to just glue stuff down. It's very therapeutic to do that. But you can, I mean, there's still space in here. There's 1 piece of copy paper to, you know, to use this as a junk journal. Document your life. There's another pocket here. I've created these fabric with like the base of them are file folders. So I've been using up some of my file folders as well, and covered them all with this gorgeous fabric. There's a bag. Love backgrounds. I've tried to make the pages match nice, so that if you were doing a full spread, you'd get, you know, lots of coordinating colors. And there's a piece that flips out, some scrapbook paper. Okay, so that one's this one with the, it's the light blue that matches nice, and I love the background there. If you watch my channel, you probably know how much I love batik fabric. This one has like a lot more of the purple in it. And the orange, I thought the orange kind of accented it a little bit. So that's why I did white stitching on all of them, because I thought the white stitching just really brought out extra pretty colors out of the fabric. There's the inside there. I didn't do any pockets, you know, they're nice and light. I mean, like, even though this is a 9x6, this one's 9x6. That one's 9 by 5 3/4. I mean, they're nice and sturdy, and you can throw them in your purse or take it with you. Collage on the road. So again, a nice mix. I like this size, this bigger size. You could literally throw a lot of things in here. There's room to grow in them. They can get chunkier for sure. Look at that, I managed to put this little bee here next to this honeycomb paper that I had. So some of these are from an art book that I had, Van Gogh book. Yeah, so these, all the glue books, or if people are calling them, or collage books, are a good way to use up all your pretty stash of papers. I know a lot of people are squeamish about cutting up their favorite magazines and stuff, but I have so much. It was just time to do something nice with them, so. And some Edith Holden page there. There's the background again. Okay, so I've made more glue packs, collaging packs. These two will, whatever, but there's butterflies, there's 100 pieces in here. There's vintage pieces, there's stickers, there's wallpaper border, there's old ads retro ads from magazines, more of the 1950s, you know, botanicals and book pages. There are some modern pieces in here, mostly vintage, but I mean, this here is a butterfly. These two books have a big butterfly in it. And these are stamps I had from my grandmother's stash. Little pieces these are great for doing a collage spread. 1949 there, Windsor, Ontario. Lots of, I love fussy cutting when I can't sleep, so that's where all these packs come from. And then the small one, the small one here, I made one, it also has 100 pieces, but they're a little bit smaller and, you know, more geared to this size. But it also has a butterfly. There's probably a few butterflies and sticker pieces, labels, that's a vintage label, and stamps. Yeah, little retro images. So yeah, so these are available in my shop as well, and if you'd like to take a look. So there's these are so fun. I think these were probably my favorite. They're just whole notebook feel. Just something different than basic line pages. I mean, you could totally junk journal these and keep it as a keepsake, or just as a collage book. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I have a few more videos to make, so I appreciate your feedback on anything. And if you are interested, they are in my shop, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.